had been laughing a second ago. Then the thank you slide didn't end. It kept playing. 11 more seconds. A voicemail waveform, a date stamp, my bridesmaid's voice filling the ballroom. I set down my champagne flute. 180 guests went still. And I remembered exactly where this had started. 6 days earlier, my fiancé's Audi. A single gold earring that wasn't mine. Tuesday afternoon, I reached under the passenger seat of Caleb's Audi for a dropped receipt. My hand closed around metal, a gold earring. I didn't have to look twice. It was Priya's, her grandmother's, worn to our engagement party in September. I held it in my palm for 10 seconds. I didn't cry. I didn't call him. I put it in my pocket, drove home, made dinner. Caleb came in at 7, kissed my forehead, asked about my day. I said, uneventful. I had 6 days. That night, Caleb showered at 9. His phone was face down on the nightstand. His passcode was my birthday. I opened iMessage, a thread labeled PR, business. 413 messages, 7 months. Photos I will not describe. A voice note I did not listen to that night. I scrolled to the top. September 3rd, the night of our engagement party. I closed the phone, placed it face down exactly where he'd left it. Caleb came out of the bathroom whistling. He asked how my day had been. I said, long. He said, mine too. Wednesday morning, I emailed Marisol, our venue coordinator. A bridesmaid's mother, I told her, had left a handbag at the DoubleTree on bachelor party night. Could she pull the lobby footage? Stills arrived within the hour. The first frame was timestamped 01:47 a.m. Caleb and Priya entering together, her laughing, his hand on her back. The second frame was 06:12 a.m. Same doors, same 2 people. I printed both, slid them into a manila folder, and labeled the tab in black marker, receipts.
Day. On the shared iPad, Caleb's iCloud was still signed in from a March backup. Voice memos. Drafts folder. 1 file. 34 seconds. Stamped April 14th, 1:52 a.m. I plugged in headphones. Caleb, audibly drunk, slurring what he thought was a voicemail to his brother Ben. Bro, I think I'm marrying the wrong one. Priya she gets me. Don't tell anyone I said this. I played it twice, saved a copy to a private drive. This wasn't a moment of weakness. He had said it out loud 5 nights before our vows. Friday, nail appointment with Naomi, my maid of honor, roommate since freshman year. I told her everything. The earring, the text thread, the CCTV, the voicemail. Naomi didn't gasp. She set her phone face up on the armrest. I've known for 3 weeks. She turned the screen toward me. A photograph from our engagement gift dinner. A notification that had slid down on Caleb's phone. I wasn't going to be the person who told you, she said. I was going to be the person who was ready when you told me. Then we started planning. Saturday night, rehearsal dinner. During the slideshow tech check, I airdropped 1 file to Naomi's laptop. 11 seconds. Final_credits.mp4. Set to autoplay after the thank you slide. Naomi asked the MC to leave a 15-second buffer for any late additions. He nodded. He didn't ask why. Priya caught me at the doorway as we were leaving. She hugged me a full second too long. I just can't believe tomorrow is it, she said into my shoulder. I smiled. Neither can I. Caleb signed the marriage license that night with a steady hand. I watched him sign. Then I signed too. Sunday morning, getting ready suite. Bridesmaids in silk robes. Priya was pinning a bobby pin into the back of my hair. I watched her reflection in the mirror. You're going to cry, she said, smiling. Not yet, I said. Someone handed me a glass of champagne. I didn't drink it. My father knocked at 10:30. Walter, 62 years old, retired insurance fraud investigator. He offered me his arm. His hand didn't shake. It never did.
The ceremony was exactly what I'd planned. Vows delivered cleanly, rings exchanged. Caleb's hand was warm. I smiled for the photographer. Reception began at 6:40. Ben, the best man, stood with the microphone. Warm jokes, nothing he knew. To the happy couple, he sat down. Naomi dimmed the lights. The slideshow began. Childhood photos, our engagement at the lake, vows from 30 minutes earlier. Last slide. Thank you, Elena and Caleb, April 19th, 2026. The slide held, then hard cut. A voicemail waveform filled the screen. Date stamped April 14th, 1:52 a.m. Caleb's drunk voice flooded the ballroom. Bro, I think I'm marrying the wrong one. A hotel lobby still appeared behind the waveform. 1:47 a.m. Caleb and Priya entering together. 3 text messages scrolled across the screen. PR, business, December. February, last week. Priya's smile froze. Her hand went to her throat. She tried to stand. Her knees gave. Caleb half rose, looking for the projector cable. Naomi had zip-tied it to the AV rack hours earlier. Ben set his drink down without looking up. The file ended. 3 full seconds of pure silence. I stood. I held my flute at waist height. I looked across the table. Not at Caleb, at Priya. 2 friendships, I said quietly, that showed me exactly what they were. Priya's father stood up first. He folded his napkin, set it on the table, and walked out of the reception hall ahead of his daughter. That was the loudest verdict in the room. I set my bouquet on the head table, deliberate, unhurried. My father stood. He offered me his arm. His hand still didn't shake. We walked the length of the reception hall toward the hallway exit. The string quartet had stopped playing. The cake stayed uncut. Reception lights warm gold behind us. Hallway cool blue ahead. I never looked back.
Filed for annulment Monday morning. Fraudulent inducement. Granted within 72 hours. Caleb's family wired $87,000 to my father's account that afternoon, the full cost of the wedding, for a sealed filing. Priya's agency invoked its public conduct clause. She was terminated within 2 weeks. The CCTV stills had already reached our friend group. Caleb's brokerage quietly moved him to a satellite office. 2 weeks later, I cut 11 inches off my hair, 1 for every second. The bouquet was still on the table when we left. I never went back to find out when they took it down.